Hi and welcome to Deep in the Bunker, where we're going to explore patriotism against tyrannical governments. Usually means loyalty to a nation's values and people, not blind obedience to those in power. Across history, many groups have framed resistance as an act of patriotism rather than rebellion. Let's explore a few examples from different times and places. Well, number one, the American Revolution. Why it's seen as patriotic? So American colonists argued that the British Crown violated their rights through taxation without representation and restrictive laws. Many revolutionaries believed they were defending natural rights and self-government. Move forward in history a little bit. The French resistance during World War II. Why it's patriotic? After Nazi Germany occupied France and installed a collaborating government, resistance groups worked secretly to oppose occupation and restore French sovereignty. This is patriotism, defending national independence and dignity against both foreign occupation and an authoritarian rule. There's a couple of common themes across these examples we can look at. So loyalty to principles, not rulers, defense of rights and dignity, resistance framed as a moral duty. Patriotism can be peaceful or active, but rooted in concern for the nation's future. They were widely seen and remembered today as patriots, but they were labelled insurrectionists and terrorists. From the perspective of most French people after World War II and in modern historical consensus, the resistance were patriots because France was under foreign occupation, Nazi Germany. The Vichy government collaborated with the occupiers and lacked democratic legitimacy. Resistance members claimed loyalty to France as a nation, republican values of liberty and sovereignty, the independence of the country. They believed obedience to an imposed or collaborating regime was betrayal, not patriotism. From the viewpoint of the Nazi authorities and the Vichy regime, the resistance were considered lawbreakers, insurgents, threats to order and stability. Their actions violated laws of the occupying regime, so they were officially treated as criminals rather than soldiers. This shows how legal authority and moral legitimacy can diverge under tyranny. The resistance argued that true patriotism may require disobedience when the state itself abandons justice or sovereignty. So let's compare the French resistance and the current situation in Iran, focusing on legitimacy and patriotism. In Iran today, we've got an established state with a strong security control. Protesters claim the government betrays the people's rights, dignity and future. So the core argument is loyalty to Iran means opposing repression, not the nation itself. So protest activity often violates state law. Protests argue that laws themselves are unjust or abusive. As we can see in both cases, legality is used to suppress dissent, while dissenters argue that morality overrides legality. So both movements use national symbols, history and cultural identity, reject the idea that opposition equals betrayal, emphasize we are the nation rather than we oppose the nation. This mirrors the resistance slogan idea, France exists beyond the regime. So with the seeming rise of tyrannical governments across the world, especially places like the UK where the thought police are fully imbued in society now, we've got local elections being suspended, we've got non-manifesto policies being enacted. It seems that the government acts against the people, they act for themselves. The process merely to keep themselves in power, to retain power, and the people are not a consideration, or they are, and it's literally working against the people. So we've got to ask ourselves, are we patriots, and what does that mean? So until next time, this has been Deep in the Bunker. So take care, stay safe, stay sane.